The House of Representatives has agreed to investigate the career stagnation caused by discrimination between HigherNational Diploma (HND) and Bachelor degree holders in the Nigerian Security and Civil Defence Corps. This is sequel to a motion moved by Honorable Ime Okon.
Coming under Order 8, Rule 8 of our rules, I rise to move a motion on the need to investigate the career stagnation caused by discrimination between higher national diploma and bachelor degree holders in the Nigeria Security and Civil Defence Corps. The House notes the persistent discrimination between polytechnics and university certificate holders in the civil service with regards to employment and promotion with higher national diploma holders, HND, limited to salary grade level 14, and degree holders reaching grade level 17.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. Yes, Leader, what's the point of order? Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I did say, I'll start over again, Mr. Speaker. That's right. Mr. Speaker, I go to paragraph 2. The House also notes that in terms of academic discipline, the HND holders outperform BSD holders in practical aspects, as 70% of learning in polytechnics is practical, aiming to equip graduates with technical knowledge for self-reliance. The House observes that in developed nations, HND and degree holders are employed at the same grade level, prioritizing competence and cognitive experience, unlike Nigeria's emphasis on status and paper qualifications. Furthermore, the United Kingdom polytechnic system has transitioned into universities as degree awarding institutions, but the Nigerian education system still hinders the advancement and self-reliance of polytechnic education. The House is aware that the National Assembly recently passed a bill to eliminate the discrimination and disparities between the two certificates. The legislation sought to resolve the dichotomy controversy and promote Nigeria's technological advancement by encouraging many qualified students to pursue polytechnics and technology-based studies. Also aware that in 2006, President Obasanjo reversed a discriminatory policy limiting HND holders from rising above grade level 14 in public service, directing the former Chief of Staff and Head of Service to prepare position paper. Also under President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, the Federal Executive Council removed the salary ceiling for HND holders. President Muhammadu Buhari criticized the disparity, leading to a circular in 2018, stating that HND holders will enjoy salary grade level 08 in the civil service. Also aware that a story further observes, Mr. Speaker, that the Civil Defense, Fire, Immigration and Prisons Board approved the abolition of the bachelor's degree and HND distinction in Ministry of Interior Services, with Lieutenant General Abdulrahman Dambuzau directing the implementation and rank harmonization. Concerned that despite policy directives and approvals, discrimination against HND holders persists in private and public agencies, particularly in paramilitary agencies, where the dichotomy was abolished in 2016 due to sanctions of non-compliance. Worried that the Nigeria Security and Civil Defence Corps has experienced career stagnation among 2012 HND intakes, with BSc colleagues being promoted multiple times to superintendent of course, a situation that goes against civil service regulations and creates bad blood among the rank and file of the corps. I learned that junior officers with school certificates in 2012 who later earned the part-time BSc degree were promoted to senior ranks and assistant superintendent of corps, leading to a decrease in morale and motivation among their HND counterparts. Also, from 2012 to 2022, NSCDC recruits with HND failed to be promoted 4 times, while their BSc counterparts were promoted twice. This discrimination led to HND intakes resolving not to sit for future examinations for future promotions, as it has become futile. Disturbed by the discrimination against polytechnic graduates, hinders technology-driven development, leading to poor living standards, negative balance sheets, and low per capita income. The House resolved to, 1, urge the head of service to comply with all existing circulars abrogating the dichotomy between HND and BSc in the civil service. 2, also urge the Commandant General of the Nigeria Civil Security and Civil Defense Corps to promote all qualified personnel and pay the arrears of emoluments they might have lost as a result of the failure of the NSCDC to promote them as at when due. And 3, to mandate the Committees on Public Service Matters and Interior to investigate the failure to promote certain officers despite writing and passing their promotional examinations on 4 different occasions, and invite the Commandant General of the NSCDC to explain this failure to comply with the board and ministry's approval on the abolition of the HND and BSc dichotomy, like its counterparts under the Nigeria Civil Corps Fire, Immigration, and Prisons Board. Mr. Speaker, I so move.
Barrister Ime Okon, a representative to Ibionibom Federal Constituency of Akwa Ibom State. I am a member of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. I had to move this motion because of reports that I had from officers of the NSC that those who were employed with HND certificates as at 2012 till date are still on level 08. But their counterparts who were employed with the bachelors have now been promoted up to level 11. And I believe it is unfair because there are various circulars, various directives that the discrimination between bachelors and HND should be abrogated. And I do know that there are a lot of circulars to that effect. But it's unfortunate that this particular set of officers who were recruited in 2012 are still lagging behind, even when they have passed the necessary promotion exams. Junior officers who were promoted, junior officers who were employed even with school set, who maybe have now gotten a degree, having gone to school, have now been promoted far above them. And in civil service, it negates morals. The morals of these officers are low, and they cannot put up the optimum performance in the service. So since it is unfair, I felt I should draw the attention of the House to that so that they could investigate and see how they can complete the harmonization of the officers who hold either a bachelor's degree or HND.
Okay, so what are some of the prayers? Just throw more light on the prayers in the motion.
Okay, my prayer is that the House should direct the Ministry of Interior to investigate why the Commandant General of the NSCDC has not implemented the circular as directed by the Civil Defence, Fire, Immigration and Prisons Board as at 2020. And up till now, that has not been implemented, especially as it has to do with officers who were employed in 2012.
Also, for the benefit of Nigerians that they were not that familiar with the parliamentary process, now that the motion has been passed by the House, what should we be expecting now?
What we're expecting is that the House has directed the Committee on Public Service and that of Interior to investigate what has happened. And that means that they will have to invite the Commandant to make sure that they now direct him to implement the directive to abrogate the discrepancy between HND and degree holders.
Comfort Olayinka, DCTV News.